Hey, Charlene here. And are you a business coach who is on LinkedIn trying to get those clients and you're trying to find them, you're trying to attract them, and maybe you are making this big mistake, which is actually going to cost you clients. And you would be surprised that I made this mistake and I'm still kind of learning that I've been making the mistake this past year and how you can actually make sure you don't make this big mistake so that you get more clients on LinkedIn. So let's get started. Hey, I'm Charlene Tessier, founder of Strength in Numbers. I'm helping you to attract motivated prospects to your business using combination of LinkedIn and live streaming. And today I'm talking about one super big mistake. And it's a mistake that so many of us make. And it's not that we do it on purpose. It's just because when we're starting out our businesses, or maybe even if we've been in business for a while, we often tend to kind of fall into a bit of a rut and just keep doing what we're doing and kind of being a little bit, hopeful, wishful thinking, which is not good. We want to really make sure that we are reassessing, reevaluating what we are doing. And the reason this kind of came up for me very, very recently is because I am giving my YouTube channel a massive, massive overhaul. And I'm really excited to be doing it. And I'll be probably talking a bit about that more a little bit later. But what came out of that was that, of course, for your YouTube channel, just like your business, just like on LinkedIn, Coach wanted to know, who am I kind of selling my services to? And of course, I said coaches. And she said, well, that's just too general. And it's true. And coaches can be health coaches. They could be wellness coaches. They could be marketing coaches. They could be sales coaches. They could be, I don't know, cooking coaches, right? There are so many kinds of coaches out there. There's parent coaches, right? There's just so many. And she said, you got to narrow it down and you got to tell me who it is. And I thought, what? Oh, how am I going to figure this out? I thought, I don't know how I'm going to find out about this. I did have a really good list of a survey where I kind of sent out this anonymous question asking, what's your biggest challenge? And I had like 400 answers. And she said, this is great. Maybe you should add a field that says, what business are you in? Or how do you help people? So that we could kind of get a sense of, what are the type of businesses that are kind of hanging around in your community, in your sphere, in your tribe. And I thought, well, that's a wonderful idea. I'll do that today, except I can't go back and get those 400 now because it's anonymous, because I like to do it that way so that people feel comfortable to just really share openly what their main challenge is. And so that's really one of the special tips I'm giving you today for finding out some really good emotional words and copy and really understanding what a person feels about the challenge they're having in their business with whatever it is. In my case, it was LinkedIn or finding clients. And by doing it truly anonymously, they will open up. But if you ask them for that name, you will often sometimes find the answers aren't quite as truthful, right? Because sometimes we love that anonymity. And I would ask them their industry without, again, asking their name. It would just be very anonymous. But I still had to figure out, right? Like, I got to get this niche down for my YouTube channel. And I also got to get it down for my LinkedIn. I thought this is the year I want to just get super specific. If you've ever watched any of Pat Flynn's stuff, I love his stuff on YouTube. He always says, his little slogan is, I wish I came up with this, but I didn't, is the riches are in the niches. We call here also niche, same thing. And it's true. The riches are in the niches because you can always go out. But if you are really good at what you do in your little niche, you can really saturate it really well. And so what I did was that I have a very large community and I knew who are the members of my community. And with my VA, we essentially went through our 170 plus members there and try to match up on LinkedIn who they are and kind of use their title that they have in their headline or maybe even in their about or whatnot and try to figure out kind of what is their industry or what is it they do or who do they help. and categorize them by color. And through that, I kind of was able to discover, wow, I have a lot of health and wellness coaches kind of hanging around my sphere, and that's cool. That's all right. I also had a lot of business coaches, and I thought, maybe I want to lean into that, because in the end, it's really who I kind of relate to and want to really lean into. I also had a lot of marketing and sales coaches, and I thought those are some people I would really enjoy kind of servicing much better. And then the fourth category, which actually was a bit unexpected, but now that I see it, I thought, oh, that's a bit obvious, is like service providers. So accountants, bookkeepers, insurance, financial products. Those are just kind of financial service advisors. Those were also hanging around quite a bit in my sphere. And so from that, I'm actually able to say, okay, I'm not going to group these. I'm actually going to segment them. So I even segmented marketing sales coaches separately from business sort of strategy coaches. And I'm going to lean into one and really focus on the riches and the niches of that one thing. And this is the main biggest mistake that so many of us make, is that we really don't kind of figure out who we really want to niche down to. And I know it's really scary to go that narrow and to say, even if you're in health and wellness and you say you're going to only focus on people who have chronic back pain, you think, well, that's just too small. It's not. It's actually enormous, right? And so really bringing it down and thinking about how you can keep niching. And I've spoken about this in many other videos. It is hard. We always tend to sort of get outer and outer, and we have to come back and think about how can we bring it in and really produce amazing content and resources and tips for those who want that specific kind of tip and who is going to really benefit from that. And the more specific we are, the better we can create content for that specific person. So that is today's biggest mistake, biggest tip that you can do. And I will see you all next time.